Okay. Welcome back, everybody. Normally, Saturday nights are Gloomhaven. Um, but I don't know when Pyro's going to be available for that. So, for the moment, we're just staring at this. I think what I want to do... well, first, I want to make this seed. I think I have everything I need? No, I needed these. Okay. So, 8 Insanium, 4 Amethyst blocks, 4 blocks of Insanium, 4 Tier 5 Essence, 2 green lenses, and 2 Crystalline. Yeah. We got all of that. So let's go to the Iridescent Altar and actually, like, make this thing. Oh, do we have another star? Ho ho, I can just craft them now. That's so nice. Alright, bring this with me. We don't need the recipe for that anymore. Don't even know why I have the recipe for that. Don't think I need the recipe for this anymore, or that. The rest of this doesn't really matter. No, I certainly don't need any of these. Okay. So yeah, my thought was, in addition to doing all that, there are two things I want to do. One is make a redstone furnace. Okay, what are you missing? Just a machine. Oh no. Machine frames. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's solved with this thing. Yeah. Give me one of these. I'm not exactly hurting for that. What's this crafting? Oh yeah, this is just like the stuff we make a ton of. That's probably bad. How are you doing? That's probably very bad. I'll tell you that's not true. Are all of these broken? Uh-oh. I broke everything. It's bad because I don't know how to fix anything. Yeah. Okay. Don't throw that away, please. Oh boy. This is bad. I don't know what I did, but I broke everything. Oh, thank goodness. Everything's back online. Woohoo! Whew. Nobody tell Pyro. Nothing happened. Oh no, it's back. What is happening? Is the base running out of power? Ooh. This is the first time we've turned on the matter fabricator in a while. I wonder if this is just taking so much power that the whole system's kind of in a bad state. In a bad way. Why do you not have it? Oh. You don't have anything because device missing channel. Ooh. Okay. And then it turns on long enough to make a bunch of scrap, and that scrap is then turned into more UU matter. Ooh. Okay. Maybe now it'll stay online? 'Cause, 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 That's my assumption. Let's stick to that. Let's make a resonant conversion kit. And then, once we have that, I want a resonant, whatever. I know, very specific. Servo. This is what I want. I want one of these. I want this guy, and then I want those. The signalum flux. Signum plated impulse item duct. That's what I was looking for. So if I bring that down here, and I say, ooh, can I make that, hold on. So we have this signalum plated impulse item duct. Can I make that vacuum? Hey. Sometimes this whole thing is a little wonk. I put those on the wrong side. What? Oh, I need regular. Well, how do I make vacuum? That guy. I want that. You can have that back. The reason I want that guy. Uncover that. That's an interesting arrangement of stuff. That's like such a dense, a resource-rich corner. I want to do that. I want to put down this guy. I just realized I don't need the resonant servo. Cool. So that's technically working. I want to go ahead and make it like that. And then I need to augment it. I mean, it's going pretty doggone fast. Maybe I don't need to augment it. Let's grab some of these and just go boop and boop. Oh, I guess I don't need that. So now, that's really cool to watch. Anything that can be furnaced is, or at least most of it is. There's a chance that because this is taking so long to process. Alright, let's. Where is a processing speed? Augment. I think it's one of these. Not the dynamo one, I want this one. Processing speed, so auxiliary reception coil. There you go. So things like redstone won't be tossed into here, but hopefully all the ores are. It's either that or I create a filter system that sends all the ores this direction. I love... It's so fun to watch. Because it goes so fast. It's sending like entire stacks that direction, but extracting one at a time. So my question, since it's going through a bunch of iron ore right now, if we go look at the pulverized iron count, how often is that updating? And it looks like not very, and that's exactly what I was hoping for. Because if this isn't updating very often, then I have done my job. You can have all this stuff back. Yeah, I wanted basically all of the pulverized stuff to go through the furnace. All the dust that can be turned into, you know, a material. Are we making tin ore? Oh, we totally are. That's good. Alright, let's put that in basically the center. And then get out a redstone ore again to put that on the outside. That is one disadvantage I'm seeing, is it's kind of hard to change your configuration around. But as soon as we finish processing all the iron ore in the system, which is a not insignificant amount, it should prioritize doing tin until it runs out of tin, and then it'll do, I think goes, I don't know what order it goes in, but whatever. It might do random. Could not tell you. Anyways, so this is working exactly as I had hoped. And honestly, it doesn't matter how fast this works. It does, but it doesn't. Because eventually it's going to work through this backlog that the miners have been producing. And then it'll keep up handily. Yeah, one concern I had, which I discussed with Pyro afterwards, was there's a chance. I'm going to throw this into the system. There's some recipes that call for the pulverized materials. So if we just immediately cook all of them, it might be a little bit wasteful, and I was a little bit worried that if like you were crafting something, it would just steal your pulverized materials. This actually gets around that. If you pulverize it separately, like with the pulverizer we have upstairs somewhere, it's not going to come into here and get auto-eaten. How much power does this thing use? Ooh, it's quite a bit for what it's doing. How much does this guy use? I have no idea. Is there a better capacitor? What's the best capacitor we can toss into here? No, again, it doesn't matter. I'm just looking. I'm just curious. Octatic. And that's what we need. Charged draconium for. Yeah, okay. So we're not doing that. Nah. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do today, besides setting up my seeds so I can make ender amethysts conveniently, this requires me to go up to the stars. This place is so nice. And which... Alright, so we already have the correct thing there. Let's get up my wand. Let's tell it to... Excuse me. Tell it to craft this baby. Put our nether star where it tells us to put it. And boom. Like, this thing's just so nice because you can use it during the day. We've built it up so much. do wonder if I have to refill those eventually. Let's see if there's anything for us to discover. Oh, there's something. I feel like I've seen that. It's kind of like a W with a little trunk off of it. Not the engineer's manual, I need the astral tome. A W with a trunk off of it. It's apparently one I haven't seen here. I feel like I've seen it on a wiki somewhere. If I just kind of like guess my way through it, I would imagine it's something like that, but I clearly don't know it. The one I really want to see is like horologium or whatever, which I just marked out, but it's clearly not the right thing. Yeah, I think horologium has one in the middle. Anyways, it's not too important. People who are watching are probably yelling at me because I'm wasting this opportunity to get like some rare constellation, but I don't know what the constellations all look like. Alright. Before I go over there, I'm going to put some recipes into our system. So these are all going to be... yeah, okay, something's just exploding, but I don't have to worry about it yet. There are a few things I want. Okay, that was weird. I want these. We should have all of that already. I want... Let's see, what is the recipe for this? Can you just... glass is cheap. Thanks. Yeah, I definitely want... I think we have all of that as recipes already. I want the clear ones, because those are just cooler. And you know, I might as well put this in here as well. I don't know if we have that. Chemical reactor? Do we have the chemical reactor in here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, I think the power's dying. Yep. We currently have nothing. So, I think that's this reactor not working. So the question is... why is this reactor not working? And also, how do I talk to this reactor? Oh, that's cool. That's so much nicer than the stuff I have for those. Just still though, I don't know. Where's like a controller? Here we go. It's got a ton of energy in the buffer. 100% full of fuel. Oh, I bet you those are corresponding to each other. There's this ridiculous. Yeah, I bet you it's building up, and then it sits there, cutting through. So, diborite. All right, cool. We do know how to make those. And how about chemical reactors? If I can type. Blank runes? No. All right. Let's teach the system how to make chemical reactors. Is that what's on either side? Yeah, okay. Boom. Do we know how to make motors? Yes. Both types. I believe we know how to make glowstone. And do we know how to make servo mechanisms? Of course. Alright. So I think with that, we can teach the system how to fully make all these things we're going to need. So I'm just going to kind of go boop, and boop, and boop, and boop. And then I ask the system to make me, I want to say two fusion cores. Oh, why is it on that side? I'm gonna make a size 6, I think, which is gonna be 5 of these for every side, and then I'll figure out what to do with the second fusion core. So keep one of those. So I need 20 of these. And then... Alright, this is a predictable formula. 5 plus 5 is... so the radius of this thing. And we'll add 1 to that. Or we'll double it and then add 1. Because it's technically an odd number. 6, 7, 8, 9? 18, 19? So this is a 19... Does that help me at all? 19 blocks to a side. That's step 1. Step 2 is figuring out how that translates into the electromagnets. Only 50 RF protect, that's nice. So let's see. 19, right? Because it's 5 of the connectors, 1 of the blocks for the controller, or the core, that's 6. And then we have electromagnet, empty space, electromagnet. So, I was doing the outside ring, I guess. So that's 9. Double that for the other side. 18 plus 1 for the very center of the thing, that's 19. So if we say 19 to a side for the very outer ring, then we're going to need 38 plus 34. 72. That's for the outer ring. The inner ring, we get to subtract 2 from each dimension, so it'll be 34 plus 30, should be 64. And then there are 2 rings that are halfway between that. So 18 to a side. 36 covers the 2 longest sides, and then because share corners, sorry. Mental math, I'm not explaining everything 100%. The two sides that are not covering the corners will be 16 in length, so 32. So 68. Yeah, which is halfway between. And then we need 2 of those rings. So 120 plus 16, 136. I guess we could have just doubled this. 136. 272 sounds about right to me. We're going to need more lithium. Now, I kind of was worried about that. So 272 is our number. I thought we knew how to make lithium ingots. The system knew how to make lithium ingots. Yeah. Oh, was that next quest in Nuclearcraft? It totally was. What do we need for this? A deuterium bucket? That's easy, because we have tons of deuterium. So 272. Let's tell it to make like 200 of those for now while I sort out the lithium. Oh, no. Oh, right, that's the missing. So I could have sworn it knew how to make lithium. It has lithium ore. Where have we been getting most of our lithium from? Oh. Dang. Well. I see the problem. And I might not have an instant solution for it. So, let's go boop. Tell it to make me a bunch of lithium. So now it has all the lithium dust, which is that not just redstone furnace? Is there not a redstone furnace recipe? Huh. Weird? No, like it's gotta be. Something in here has to be able to do that. Alright, hold on now. You. Yeah, see, I figured you could. Do you like how fast this thing goes? Oh, and the astute among you will realize we've run through all of that iron ore, or at least all of it that. Oh, no, what? Apparently, it just decided to swap. It shouldn't have swapped, considering like input, but whatever. So it does work on a strict priority order. And I guess that is lower priority than the rest of these. I think it goes boom, 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 and then it'll get to the outer ring. Interesting. Okay, so that's all the lithium we can make right now. What do we need the lithium for in this recipe? If I didn't do... No, it's definitely... like the advanced plating, which makes tough alloy. Yeah, which we're combining lithium with the ferroboron. Alright, well, can we make 100? That's going to strain our lithium supply. It's also just going to be a real long craft, but this may be an aggressive thing. Oh, also, I want one of these. No oh, yeah. Hit. Sorry, system. This thing's kind of cool. I don't know what we're currently stamping. That might be iron? Maybe steel. Wow, that's so laggy. I think I'm killing everything. Don't we have... Hold on. We have this. I can just apply a resonant upgrade to that. I'm gonna need one of these, and 3 of these, and then I need a resonant conversion kit, which we can't do because the crafting CPU is not available. Because the complex ones are all being used on a particular project. I might have to cancel it for a little bit. Or I could just watch this signal, because it's pretty cool. I'm so glad I went with the transparent ones. And just look at that. It's awesome. Seeing them just fly out of there. Okay, so it's back on iron. Which apparently produces lots of this stuff, including tin. Tin was apparently a limiting factor with our void miners. Just the creation of them. That's good. This is all doing great. Using so much of that thing's power. It's fantastic. There's just constant little sprinkles. Bloop, 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 bloop. Okay. Yeah, so that's all being pumped through. I've added tin. Don't know what other kind of ores we are just mass producing. I'd imagine, well, I know we do tin, but silver? Silver's definitely one of them. I want 1 silver. There used to be fewer of these in here, and now there's several. I'm hoping it's because the thing's working, but I don't think that's the case. Can we do platinum tripling? I don't know. Hold on. Look at platinum. Or can we just throw that into a sag mill? Call it a day? Oh, we totally can. Pulverized iridium. Ooh. And can this just be thrown into a furnace? Okay, so yes. That's something I will take and throw it into the thing. Osmium. I don't need this giant stack of tin ore. I don't know why I have it. Any other ores that look like they're being produced? Lapis lazuli, yeah, but I don't care about. Ooh, mana infused ore. That's one I would be very interested in throwing through here. So there's mana infused, platinum. I don't know if I care about osmium or silver. Magnesium, maybe. Gold. There's gold in them thar hills. Diamond, maybe. Copper? Coal? A lot of these I don't care too much about. Aluminum, apatite. Nah. Let's do diamond. And throw these ones back. I can just add them later. The way I've set up this thing, I'll just add another exporter in the back. How are we doing on this, by the way? Okay. I mean, it seems pretty fine. There's like 12 channels used, including the one up there. Cool. So our iron ore should be decreasing not efficiently, appreciably is what I was going for. We did gain some pulverized iron, though. So something... This was not a perfect... push into the redstone furnace. Some of it, while that was processing, got pulled into there. That's fine, though. At the rate we are producing this stuff, boy, that's a lot. 62,000 and counting. We're about to hit 63. This is one of those things that we might put into like a black hole storage that I've heard about. Okay, so you keep doing your thing. How's this craft coming along? Oh, wow. It's actually pretty close. So... I'm gonna start setting up the new system. The new, this guy. I need to make sure I do not actually put the seed in yet. At least not in a way that'll let it run. Okay, so we have fluid conduits and item conduits. We have the same thing as before. That's good, so I don't have to learn anything. Okay, just... Yeah, shoot. Just let me turn it. There we go, okay. So, configuration for ones on top, we need blue on the bottom, and then red out the back. So insert on green. And you need a blue on the bottom. There we go. And then... Huh. Oh, these just aren't in use. Okay, so we don't need anything else right now. I'm just going to drop this in here, and we should start producing ender amethysts. Or at least the essence of one. The essence of one ender amethyst. My poor little mana pool. Remember back when that was a thing I was working on? Those were the days. Okay, so I don't need any of this stuff. Cool. We need a pattern for ender amethysts for this guy. Boom. And this will let us create ender amethysts, which I am looking forward to because they're part of a complex recipe. Cool. So that's that. This is probably almost done. You know, only 9 left. We need 172 after that. Yep. But, out of curiosity, now that I've gone through the effort of making those those amethysts craftable, do we have some just like sitting in this infuser down here? Because I know we did for a while. Okay, good. They're all gone. Here, have my money. We really don't need this system working anymore. I'll let it run though. Why not? So, I was waiting for a second bucket of liquid DNA to get another recipe going in the advanced carpenter. I don't think that's going to happen right now. So instead I'm going to work on this fusion reactor. And I'm going to... Can I swap out for a better conduit? Yeah, I kind of want these. Are these... Good, they're craftable. Throw those back. I might need more, but... It's fine. And one thing I don't know about... Do I have a bucket? I do not. System, can you please give me a single bucket? That's pretty. What is that? Draconium. Cool. Is the system running right now? It is. It's just kind of slow. Our old Origin system. This thing is way faster than it needs to be. Okay. And I kind of want to tear this down and just transfer all the generated ores into the other part of the system. So fusion. Fusion is a thing I am interested in at this moment in time. Can I set it to create another 100 of these? No, not enough lithium. It'll work on that though. I could almost do 50. We need 272 of them. Let's set it to make 40 while I'm gone. Or while I'm out doing other stuff. Okay, what the heck is this? What is happening? Okay, whatever. Is this reactor doing its thing? Yeah, it is. It fluctuates pretty rapidly. How are we doing on fuel? Do you have... You have a fair amount of fuel. I don't know how fast I'm finding that Neptunium. And how are you doing on fuel? You are full there and empty there. That's a bad sign. Oh no, it's a fine sign because we're already full of oxide fuel. Do I have a port there? I do. Okay. So that's fine. Wow, we have so much U-238 in this thing. Kind of just steals it. And so what I want to look at... Did we seriously fill? Oh, whoa, hey. Uh-oh. You are not supposed to fill with oxygen. The oxygen is supposed to go up there. Where is your deuterium going? I mean, I understand it's going far away, but... Is it just being voided? Oh no. I think it's just being voided because this tank is full of the wrong thing. The wrong trousers, Grommet. So let's get something to stand on. Okay. Oh, that was a mistake. Okay. Yeah, I kind of thought that would just go away. I was hoping that wouldn't go away, though. Alright, get me a new one of these. Apparently I need to filter. The intent was to pump out, you know, the hydrogen. Sorry, the deuterium. Not what it is currently doing. I'm getting distracted. Do I need a filter? I mean, clearly we're full of hydrogen now, which is fine. Like, also these have quite a bit of deuterium in them. No, these are not full of hydrogen. Huh. I really would have expected. That's what I was hoping to avoid. What is happening? Whoa, whoa. There's some serious lag that's just like dropping me around. Okay. I would expect this to be done. Yep. Okay. Maybe I didn't think this through well enough. Because that might just immediately fill with oxygen. Or hydrogen. Okay, it's the oxygen I don't want. So we're going to get us some fluid filters. If I don't already have any. Okay. Basic fluid filter, I think that's what we need. I need 2 of these. So, first of all, you are inserting, you are filtering. I'm going to edit the filter settings. I'm going to whitelist deuterium. And then and now I'll just that's fun. Okay, and then we need the, well, at least I hope the dropper can do this. Suppose I could have just, okay, yep, get rid of that. So now it's going to fill up with deuterium as I had hoped. I'm going to hold on to this for a little bit. On this side, I'm going to put a different filter that's going to say hydrogen. And that should solve some of the problems I'm seeing. Okay. Just turn that arrow off because it doesn't matter. Deuterium now filling up. Is this not extracting? Extract on green, always active. Is there like a speed upgrade? Ooh. I need an Ender IO upgrade. Is that what all these are? Yeah, but I don't want a dark steel upgrade. Alright, at Ender. Alright, let's go see. Here we go. Filters. So these are all of our filters. I don't know how to upgrade the conduit. Function upgrade? Oh, there we go. Extract speed upgrade. Do we just have a bunch of those in the system? Yes. So my hope is it's not voiding any of the hydrogen. And instead, so 4 buckets per operation. You would expect that to whoops. Okay. Let's land. This is also on, right? Always active. It's extracting to brown. I'm gonna go ahead and steal that and that. Yeah, no. So this is inserting on brown, which means it should be, that's hydrogen, and this is inserting deuterium. And these are increasing. As is this. Anyways, just want to make sure these were in fact doing their thing, so that when I go up here, whoop, boop, 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 boop. I wonder if, oh, it's just taking everything from these guys. That's why they're filling up. So my question, if I were to get rid of, let's do to extract rather than insert, just so the thing doesn't go away. Will this slowly fill up with hydrogen? Yes. Yes, it will. Why is this not extracting? Yeah, it's kind of hard to... There we go. It's always active. Huh. It's the same extraction technique that these guys are using. Hold on. You're extracting on green from the hydrogen and brown from the deuterium, maybe? Did I get my stuff backwards? You are... You are green on hydrogen. Whoops. Okay. That explains a lot. Yeah. So you're full of hydrogen, yeah. Okay. Let's quickly fix this to be brown. And fix this to be green. Oh my gosh. Okay. I probably don't actually need this. And now... Come on, game. Insert. But it's, you know, low priority. So this should be getting... This is the first stop for all this output. That was bad of me, because that's a lot of wasted hydrogen and deuterium. I mean, it's free. Don't get me wrong. I was holding shift that entire time. How did I fall? My armor's just gonna die. It hates me. Yeah, so these should fill up pretty quick now. How far across this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright. It's big enough that I could actually host my fusion reactor underneath. I'd want to do it underneath even here. How many more of those blocks firing? How's this doing on diamond, by the way? You have nothing. You have molten diamond. Oh, you ran out of fertilizer. Oh no. Oh no. You also ran out of fertilizer? Yeah, you did. This is supposed to grab all that stuff. Is it because I don't have... So is it because we're not crafting it fast enough? That's probably the real case, but am I supposed to put like a crafting card in here? So that it knows how to... Well, it knows to craft the things when needed. I'm hoping that's for me. Okay. Okay. Whew. Yep, that was it. Putting the crafting card meant it actually can craft in order to pull the stuff in. That's what... I don't know why you are there. I hope that doesn't break anything. What? Why are you there? Yeah, that's a little bit frightening. Okay, no, you filled up. We're good. Everything's fine. It's not breaking anything. Alright. Whew. So now you should be producing diamond again. Yeah. And the melter can actually melt. And this thing, which was producing lapis... Okay. It was actually full of it still. Yeah, this thing's a good reactor. I like it a lot. Yeah, this thing's just gonna always run. So I was checking, do I have any more of that iron? No, of course not. Yeah, we can just use chiseled stone. How much of that lithium do we have now? 40 ingots. I believe this thing produces lithium as... yeah. Oh, but it's not producing lithium ingots, is it? No, it is. Eventually. It's just not very quick. We might need a... How else can I produce lithium? Can I grow it? I don't think I can grow it. No. We can laser drill in any biome. I don't know what all that means, but sure. Where does lithium come in? Strong. Mercury. Io. Kelp 3. Mars to some extent. But really it's 0.8% here, so that's about as good as I'm aiming for. Yeah, I think this is about what I'm hoping for. Anything else is just not going to happen. Alright, so I took all that chiseled stone. Let's also take a bunch of extra stone. As well as that chisel I really like to use. And let's... So, sunken. Where was sunken? This one? Yeah. Unless I want, like, zag, slanted. Nah. Yeah, let's just do more of this. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know why that was in there. Is this not where I repair this? I really thought I had repaired it in here before. Oh no, I remember now. Okay, I'm gonna throw that away. I'm gonna get a piece of obsidian. I'm gonna throw it into, no, this guy. Boop, and boop, and boop. Alright, have that back. Also have those. Yeah, this stupid thing. I really wish it worked. Okay. So, we want this. And I'm gonna sink through, I think, 3, 4, 5. So, oops. This will be our floor. I think I'm gonna need more than this. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need more stone than this. It's fine though. Everything's fine. Okay, we're not gonna be able to finish another layer. So let's get a stone. Yep. And let's get... Oh, do we have any sunken? Any that's already chiseled the way I want? Doesn't look like it. Alright, so let's get our chisel. Betting these things are a little bit stronger. Wait, hold on. 369, this is durability of that? Why don't I just use this? Hold, please. Why not? Because I don't know how to use it. Oh no. Alright. Get out of there. Oh my gosh. Alright, never mind. Not worth going after it. Okay. Sunken. Sunken. I should go back to base and do this so I can repair. Was that tinker stuff? No. Like there's a thing on breaking. Interesting. Also interesting. Don't remember what it was called. But like, yeah, mending moss. If I search for modifier, okay, alright. Necrotic modifier, reinforced modifier, is that? Ooh, is that what I'd put on my pickaxe? Just several reinforced? Until it eventually became... So I'm gonna fly back. Let's see if I can't make this an unbreakable chisel, so I never have to worry about this. Also, I'm gonna throw that back, because... So if I take... Not the part builder, but... Modifier... If I take these, and I say... Apply that to that. Reinforce 20%. Boop. 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 Unbreakable. There. Now I don't have to worry about that stupid problem anymore. And now I'm gonna get a bunch of people asking, did you just seriously apply unbreakable to a chisel? What a waste. And I'll be like, yeah, probably, but nah. I don't care. That's cool. Okay. Is that all the stone in my inventory? Looks like it. I'm just gonna... Nah, I don't need to keep this on my person. I will share with everybody. Let's get up here. Let's get out here. Woo. Okay. Go down a little ways, go over, and then continue our project. Don't know how to make more of those unbreakables. I wonder if that's easy now. No modifiers. Sure. Oh, that's actually really easy. Okay, I don't have to worry about wasting those anymore. At the start of the game, yeah, I could see wasting that being a problem. Nowadays, it's just like, meh. Ain't nobody gonna mind. Considering we have functionally infinite of all of those resources. Are you serious? Did I really run out? Oh no. Alright. Okay, fine. Fine. Let's get like 3 more stacks. And then let's get a chisel again. I don't like accessing the system from this far away because the wireless is very intensive in terms of power usage. So I'm kind of just killing the system every time I do that. Don't tell Pyro. Be between you and me and the entire internet. It's okay, he doesn't watch these videos, so he'll never find out. In fact, nobody watches these videos, so nobody will ever find out. See, we're just not producing lithium fast enough, although, where did those come from? Alright, let's grab... So, we have 140. We needed 272, so we need 132 more. Can we make another 40? No. We could probably make another 30. And then we'll just need 102. Can I make 32? So it's a nice even 100. Okay. So here's how it works. I find the center, which is somewhere around here. That might be a little bit offset, but it doesn't really matter. We get the connectors. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As long as this wire's in the middle of this whole thing, it doesn't really matter. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. Now we go boop, 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 boop. Okay, so that's the first ring, and I already noticed a problem. Getting around is going to be a pain. Because we're going to have a ring. Yeah, I needed this whole platform to be 1 lower. I'm not going to redo it this time. Nope, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to have little access ducts in the floor above. Okay, let's make sure everything's lit up. Whee! By the way, transparent, definitely the right choice. It's gonna look so much cooler with transparency on. Okay. So So that's the first ring. And now I'm going to set up power. It's overwhelming. That's why I got these conduits. So basically I want one here, I want one here, I want one here, and here, and then, because that's going to be there, and that's going to be there, I want one here, yeah, and then here. This isn't strictly necessary, like I'm basically putting in double the conduit I need to, but I want it to be symmetrical, and you know, just in case, this is a little bit safer. Put that there. We put this here, and I'm going to wrap around. Yeah. So that we know the whole structure is under power. So you'll notice, well, you may have noticed when I popped open these guys, it might actually say it here. No, it doesn't. Why did I throw those? That's silly of me. It requires 50 RF per tick to stay active. So these are the electromagnets. They are a required part of reactor fusion, and they require power. So if you run out of power to these guys, your reactor at the very least shuts down. I'm hoping it doesn't like explode or anything, but I don't really know. The important thing is we don't want that to happen. Okay. And then we have to connect these to an actual power system, and I'm going to have them flow into the middle here. Yeah, let's just do it like this. So they can power themselves off of the reactor. Why do I have two? You know, it also doesn't matter. And this means I just have to connect any one of these to an existing power grid and be good to go. And I kind of want to fly it straight up the center because that sounds cool. I love having extra reach. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. So let's pop a hole right up above. Run the conduit up like this, and now really hope that, oh, that's so convenient, it's not right underneath the reactor, and it's not. Cool. So let's go out, let's go hook that up to a power grid at some point. So there's this reactor that we can suck power out of, which I don't understand what's happening here, but I suspect the reactor's a little bit broke. I think it's supposed to be turning itself off and on at various intervals, but I don't think it's doing that. I think it's basically just like in... if it goes above a very small amount of its max, like if it's above 175k or something is what it looks like, then it just turns itself off until it falls below, I don't know, 100 and some. That could also just be that I'm literally robbing it of all of its power. So I'm going to what I want to do is basically run this right alongside. So that I can steal power from both of these other reactors as needed. Let's craft 200 of these. I just don't want to run out ever. By now you know the drill with me. I'm one of those people. That's why I'm making a size 6 fusion reactor right off the bat, because I'm one of those people. Oh, right. This is already... shoot. Alright, give me this guy, and then... give me that guy. Where else can we pull power from? The top side? Yeah, I guess. I don't know which of these is which. Let's break that one and find out. Okay. Boom. Okay, so now we're draining power from here as well. And you can tell because it's emptying much faster. So now we just need to drain power from here as well. And this all just kind of regulates it. Oh no, that's using the old style of power. And they cannot run in the same neighborhood. So I need to find a different port to steal power from. I guess I don't need to do that. Let's just... this is a buffer, not a energy port. Or not a fission port. But if we have a fission port, I can briefly interrupt this. I don't know how it got up there. Alright. So there we go. Now this is going to be even more in use. And so is this. I don't know what's going on with this guy. I'm almost wondering if we're using it so fast it just can't keep up. But long story short, we now have power coming down to this reactor. What is that? Those are just squids? Okay. Kind of look like weird islands. And you can see all of these rings, or all these blocks, are now green outline. They used to be red. And that is the indication that they are receiving the power that they need. And you'll see them slowly change border color. Yeah. And same thing down here. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to turn on this reactor today because I just don't have enough electromagnets, and I can't make enough. Not if lithium sticks the way it is. Let's get this ring going. And I'm really hoping with this that maybe I should cut the power so it's not draining it until we are fully ready. I'm just going to do that. I'm going to make a brief break. Oh, yeah, they do just fill up. And they're not using it until they're at least, oh, yeah, okay, so they're spreading it down the ring. That's how that's working. So we'll start seeing some weirdness happening. That ring is going to be solid. Or not. Oh yeah, okay. Now this one's going down. Okay, so I thought they wouldn't use it if the things weren't in use, but I was wrong. Also, wow, your temperature was so high. And I'm realizing now, I mean, you were filling up nothing, but I wonder if that was a danger on my part. Could we have exploded this thing if I left it running? There's nothing in it, though. If it had melted down, would bad stuff have happened? I'm gonna turn off insertion into, or using all of these. So I know that this thing isn't receiving power, even if I replace this. You do not gain temperature because, yeah, okay. Let's let our reactors do their thing. Yeah, it's going to be very difficult to get around. I probably should have snaked these along and then up, just so I have a space to get out. Can I possibly reach the reactor port from down here? Yes. Okay, now it's behaving better. That's what we were expecting. Okay, so it was just me drawing all that power away. Yeah, I'm gonna quickly run these like this. It's technically using up one more than it would have otherwise, but it will maintain my sanity. A single energy conduit of waste is not a bad thing. Not gonna kill me, but my sanity will be very injured if I continuously have to go all the way out and then come back just to get around in this place. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so now I can actually get around the ring. Are we completely out of... Yeah. And our lithium, I'm going to assume our lithium... Oh, still 234. Okay. I mean, I will gladly craft another... Can we do 50? No. Let's, I guess, do 30 at a time. Yeah, that's about the limit for that much lithium. Meanwhile, there is a second conduit that I need to run into this thing. Namely, that guy. So why don't I take my fluid conduit, and I'm going to start with just the hydrogen. 10 million. That's 10,000 buckets right there. 10,000 buckets of hydrogen. And I want to run it basically on that parallel, so... Oops, nope. Alright. Boom. I could do a conduit facade. Yeah, you know what? I like that a lot better. So let's go up here. We're going to mine out. That I don't need. For now, I'm just going to run the conduit. We'll get to the facade later. Boop. And then... Boop. Okay. So, if we go back down there... we say auto extract, and now we should have hydrogen. Input overflow is fine. So this is basically doing this recipe where hydrogen plus hydrogen produces deuterium and a bunch of power. Oh. Oh, that's much less than this. Okay, 230 kilo RF per tick. Is anybody beating that? Hydrogen plus lithium 6 is tying that. Ooh. Hydrogen plus molten boron. Ooh. Deuterium plus deuterium is beating that. I don't know how that's making more hydrogen, but whatever. It's also making tritium, helium-3, and neutron fluid. So deuterium plus tritium is the one that I really want. And I don't know how to make tritium consistently. But you can do neutron fluid plus either of these. Okay. And both of these, I think, are nuclear fuels, or fusion fuels. The lithium-6 and the lithium-7, so we're not going to be, like, wasting those necessarily. So I might do a hydrogen plus lithium reactor. Also, if we... Oh, if we electrolyze heavy water. How do we get heavy water, though? I don't think we get it that way. Hold on. Tritium. Can we get this kind of heavy water? No. Honestly, no idea how we're supposed to get heavy water. It might be something you have to go find. Ring incomplete. What other kind of modifiers can you do? Okay. These are the ones I'm looking for. Silk touch. I don't know what necrotic does. Oh, creative modifier. Interesting. Don't know what it does, but there it is. Pig iron, pig iron. So we have hydrogen. If our ring were complete, we could turn all that hydrogen using all this heat into power. And then we'd have to do some cooling. Yeah, we'd have to do some cooling. But if you do 5,000 heat per tick of cooling, that's, I believe, what I'm aiming for. You get 100% efficiency without the reactor ever being a problem. Okay, so yeah, deuterium plus deuterium is a lot. This is the really good one, which is why I wanted
Mr.
that
Pyro
tritium.
entered channel.
Yo. How are things? Wow, deuterium plus tritium actually very low optimal temperature too. So you get more power faster.
We played a League of Legends tournament. Lost the first round, went to the pity bracket, lost that one too. We did it!
Yeah, that sounds about right.
It's a little bit awkward. My account got hacked by a professional European player who got me into the second highest rank in League of Legends. So now my account is, it's like a monkey paw wish fulfilled. For like, I wish I was successful at League of Legends. Wish granted. Because now it's like, I went to play this tournament, and it's like, you're a tier 1 player! And I'm like, oh no. We got put in a special queue for people who are way too good to queue with normal people. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So, Fusion online?
No, because we need just oodles more lithium.
Lithium.
Oodles.
Okay.
Right now, we produce it exclusively as a byproduct of powering our very first nuclear reactor.
Alright, yep, I see.
And that's the only way, other than mining it, that I have found to reliably produce it.
Really? Wait, where are we mining from? Okay, actually, no, I think I... Oh, alright, let me think about it. Because there's a mechanism process that makes lithium, but I don't know if it's the right lithium. Or was that the one, can we get that from the endogravel sieving?
We get it from nether gravel sieving.
Oh. That's the lithium or the thing that makes the lithium?
The lithium.
Oh. Okay, I mean that seems pretty viable.
Yeah, it's just not here right now. I suppose I could stop. Right now, it's just going regular, like, ore doubling, I think. If I told it to stop processing the ore the regular way and throw it into the sea.
Yeah.
Also, if we had a reliable way of making slag
We do make slag reliably,
reliably.
rich slag.
Oh, okay.
That's
Because
necessary for fertilizer.
okay, then I
We
could
basically
just
turn redstone into slag.
I could reliably or quadruple with a induction smelter with the pyro concentrator. I believe pyrotheum is free for us now.
Okay, so you need this. What kind of lithium is it? I'm looking at it now. The nuclear crap. Okay, I guess what are you
Yes.
trying to make? What's the end product here?
Uh, the fusion electromagnets, which probably multiple points need lithium ingots from nuclear craft. I think they get merged into the tough alloy, is how that's working out.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I think I see that.
Okay. I also need. Well, that's just the worst hole. I also need to export my deuterium, which I can do. So if I set this to extract on brown, always active, then I can just do the same thing. Okay, this is easier from down there.
Yeah. Okay. Pretty much is just netherrack is what it looks like. I definitely feel like we could scale it up.
Okay, so that should just work. I don't think there's any other outputs from this process. Yeah, it's purely deuterium, which is actually pretty nice. Some of the other fusion reactions are like half one thing, half another. Tritium. Yeah, at some point I'm going to try making a bunch of tritiums somehow. And the answer is when I put up my deuterium reactor, we make hydrogen and tritium as byproducts. But that can wait. I mean, the system seems to make the lithium ingots pretty quick, but it only makes them up to a certain amount. And maybe that's because of the drawers. Let me go see what the drawers are doing.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh. Stack limit is 16 stacks. Maybe that's why. 16 times 64. No, we're not getting anywhere near that limit. I mean, yes, that is a problem, but not the problem.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we just have 2 stacks of lithium is, I think, the main problem here.
Yeah, it doesn't quite produce it fast enough. Also, I just decided to make a very large reactor, so it's not helping the material consumption. It's gonna be good, though. Yeah, I'd probably do what you did with the magnesium ore and just let it export the ore itself rather than the ingots. And then we can toss it into the sag mill and do good stuff with it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It is sag millable. That always looks silly.
There we go.
I just realized a byproduct of my system. The sag mill produces a bunch of cobblestone, and I have it so that anything that can be thrown into the redstone furnace prefers to do so, including cobblestone. So I guess we just have tons of smooth stone now.
Hey, that's not so bad.
No, no, it's not. I use smooth stone in some things. I know blood magic does as well.
Yeah.
Also, this thing's really fun to watch. Because the sag mill pumps out like a stack of, say, 16 pulverized ore at a time. The redstone furnace processes those one at a time, so you just see 16 individual ingots come out through the item duct. It's fun to watch. Okay, so this is now working as intended. On all the lithium and everything. Yep.
Demon will cluster. Demon will crystals. Oh man. Okay, there we go.
What part of the system uses this uranium ore?
Uranium ore. I need it for. Ah, jeez. There's parts where I need.
I guess the question, do you need it in ore form, or can I turn that into...
Oh no, I don't need it in ore form. It's there in ore form because the void miners make things.
Oh, okay. Well, this is
So
free
like, yeah,
uranium then.
there's if you look up the amount of like the ores we have a lot of everything in ore form, and that's why.
Not quite everything. I've been trying to cut down this backlog by actually processing the ores.
We will, at the highest level, be making one ore a tick.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, it's gonna come up. Demon crystallizer. I did it.
Oh, I needed a second bucket of liquid DNA.
Oh. Okay. Here's what I really need to do. Just okay, perfect. It's literally filled with bees.
Yay!
Good news, everyone. It's filled with bees.
Ooh. Frightening. You should come down and watch this.
Where?
Just below you. It's a thing of beauty.
Oh my god.
It's just fun to see those ingots go through.
This. Wow, it's running as fast as it can.
Mm-hmm.
It actually can do no better.
And it does work through all the backlog of ores. Like, it's...
Oh, so you just have this huge chunk of it here, basically?
Yeah. I actually
Okay.
have 2 export buses full of ores right now. Once it finishes the backlog, I'm pretty sure it'll keep up with the current ore miners.
God. That's wonderful.
I'm a fan.
I think this other export bus, you actually can just load the top one there. I think you can just also put it in there. I think it's smart.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
probably can.
it's just so hilarious. That's the server processing speed is the why that looks a little bit glitchy.
Yeah. Can only do it so fast.
Okay, so this has another bucket of DNA in here, and it's now set up to make more of it.
Yay! Automagically?
Yep.
Sweet.
It just pumps the excess drones in there, just melts them, just as we needed.
Perfect. Okay, so now I get to set up my thing. We now have 2 blocks of ludicrite. Hmm.
That's what I need to go for. I'm trying to figure out what I needed this tier 4 altar for. I definitely made it for a reason. It's because I needed demonic slates to make greater Tartaric gems. That's why. Because anyone would know.
Of course. Alright, I have a problem.
Okay.
First problem, why do I have 2 of these slowfall gems? I don't need to. The real problem, though, the tier 6 crafting seed and the ludicrite are not crafting, and I think it's because this item conduit can't extract from this ME interface.
Okay, I'm coming. Oh, I was also seeing it where that wasn't getting enough power from the. And it's like 100k or something crazy like that, which it wasn't. My multi-block wasn't able to get enough power off of the thing, which I actually had to run a peer-to-peer directly into it in order to get enough power for it.
I don't think that's what's happening here, but
Okay,
like,
alright.
because it doesn't even pull into the chest when I request any of these things. So, like, if I request 2 of these tier 2 crafting seeds.
You need to have this interface touching the chest.
Oh, okay.
Because it considers the adjacent inventory the quote unquote machine. So it needs to have an inventory. It can't put in a pipe. Well, probably not unless the pipe has an inventory.
Okay.
So yeah, okay. I suspect you're gonna have a power problem, but you haven't yet had a power problem.
Okay, that all makes sense. All right.
Man, I filled up my tank of chlorine here. That's why it's so blessedly quiet in this place.
Indeed.
There's 2 more multi-blocks you're gonna have to make.
Yeah.
Oh, you actually made hardened platinum glass for it. Nice.
Where'd my ME interface go? Did it go into your inventory?
Yes, it did.
Alright, well, I can just grab a new one. Boom. Okay, so there's that. Actually, we don't need this either. Okay, so let's put these back. Let's get this cable in. And now okay, grabs all the stuff, properly transposes it, and it completed. Sweet. So that is now proven working. Oh. You know, it'd be a really easy quest for me to turn in. Deuterium bucket. Okay. So So that's all working. Are you still working on silver? Nope, you're working on your osmium now. Ooh. That was lag. Ooh, it's coming online. is loud. Hey, reactor's online.
Fusion reactor?
The fusion reactor.
What? That feels like that went online way faster than I would have anticipated it would have.
That's pretty good. I mean, so online is a weird process. Right now it's generating 2000 RF per tick.
Okay, yeah, because it's gotta heat up, right?
Yeah, it's gotta heat up. It's currently at 238 out of 20 million, sorry, 238,000 out of 20 million kilokelvins.
Sweet, sweet kilokelvins.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
You can hear it, though, from up there.
Reactor online.
Yeah.
Okay, because, yeah, this is just eating power right now, right?
No, it should be generating its own power at this point. Enough to keep itself running, I think. Maybe?
Okay, it's like I thought I needed power in for a long time. Until it's up to until it's... Because before it goes up to there, I thought it's igniting. And then once it ignites, then it makes power.
Well, it's generating power itself now. Again, the reactor upstairs agrees that this is, at the very least, drawing far less power, but I think it's got enough to power itself and its magnets now. But that's basically all that power gen is going towards.
So does this melt down,
or... You can get to full heat, and it probably, like, explodes or something at that point. But there are two things. One, if we can generate, I think it's 5,000 heat per tick of cooling, then it'll operate at 100% efficiency and never overheats. This is just true of literally any fusion reactor.
Okay.
Also, you can, if you can't make that much cooling, if you put a comparator, just a redstone comparator at the bottom, and then have a maximum path length redstone line going out from that and then back into the reactor, it'll hover around 90% efficiency.
Oh, okay.
So it'll turn itself off, thus losing heat if it gets above 90%. So if my infinite water supplies that I've requested this system are not done by then, or are not done before we get to, I don't know, 50% efficiency, I'll put in a comparator, but right now we're at 0.5%. And we're generating 7.8 thousand RF per tick.
This needs a cool 1500 basic plating. Oh god, I see. It's because it's making hundreds of iron plates.
Yes.
And a bucket. Wait, this is making like 800 buckets.
Yep.
Okay, I see. Alright, well, it seems like you have this firmly in handy.
I got it. It's all fine. So much charcoal. Alright, well we should have 2 dense infinite water sources already. Yay! So let me just start slapping those in place. No, that's not where I want that. I want this here. Perfect. So we go look at this. What is active cooling rate is currently 600 Kelvin per tick. That's with what, an eighth of what I plan. So we'll get to 4,800. So I just need a tiny bit of additional active cooling on top of that. Getting exactly 5,000 might be tough, so I might be slightly less than 100% efficiency if you go over that 5,000 cooling. That's fine though. Alright, we're currently at 16,000 RF per tick. Going great. Just realized I'm going to use every single piece of oak wood this system has. It produces more, right? Without using my tree farm, which I have not paid attention to.
What is what?
The system produces oak wood pretty regularly, right?
I think so. I can't remember how anymore.
Okay. Oh boy, it's so quiet over here.
Just filling up my tartaric jibs.
Is this cobblestone leading to a tier 5 miner, I see?
That is its function, which I forgot to craft it.
Ooh.
No crafting CPUs available. Oh, I think I know why that is. guess we'll come back to that. God, it's just here crafting 3,000 graphite ingots. Okay. That is the point of the system, but...
Everything's fine.
Has it done its job too well? Have we grown complacent?
No, never. Look at how wonderful all this is. I tell you though, I did identify a limiting factor. What's what I'm trying to actually say?
Opportunity?
Well, that too. A traffic jam in our whole system.
Okay.
Plate generation.
Oh yeah.
We need a lot of plates for a lot of things, and only one machine well, maybe two machines make them now. But like all my buckets were blocked because I was making hundreds of lead plates and I needed iron plates.
Yeah. I would agree.
Ooh, only 10.5 minutes left on this craft.
Oh god. Okay, well part of that is like these timers, a lot of it's inaccurate because it's like crap. Like this other one with 10 minutes and 35 seconds. These are some real fast seconds now because it's just averaging the time, right?
Yeah.
Got some real short seconds going on now. It's actually making things. Crafted 600 water buckets.
Well, it's only crafting 5. There's just 600 scheduled.
So when does the reactor blow up?
When does the reactor blow up? A long time from now.
Alright, perfect. I'm hoping it makes a cool sound when it ignites.
Oh yeah. I think it basically just destroys everything. So,
Right.
you know all these reactors we have? Well, it was nice knowing them. Okay, so now that I have this reactor, by the way, and its internal buffer is completely full, we should probably figure out how to export this power.
That's easy. That just gets a peer-to-peer tunnel.
Okay, I think the connection I have currently is out of channels, so...
Okay, alright, well I can fix that.
Yeah, you may need to look into that. Give it some sauce.
Probably... Here's what I think I'll do.
And I would plan for 3 at least additional channels, because I plan on making a deuterium reactor, and then a deuterium tritium reactor.
I'm just gonna give you a peer-to-peer tunnel over here.
That...
Which will give you another 32.
Okay, that sounds like something I want.
Actually, okay, technically I can give you as many 32s as you need.
But something has to go correspondingly on the other side?
Yep.
Okay.
It's basically, so the point-to-point is that literally it comes from the one and goes to the other. So, what we really need to do is find some bottom point here. Okay, so it looks like right here.
Oh, don't mind the fiery goop. It's very dangerous, but don't mind it.
Perfect. Okay, so can I actually knock this offline, or is it gonna blow up?
The reactor?
Wait. How much?
This reactor is currently self-sufficient. You'd have a tough time knocking it off. Like,
Okay.
without applying a redstone signal to it.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm gonna be removing the peer-to-peer tunnel here. We actually don't have a peer-to-peer tunnel here. That's a little weird.
Oh, I don't? I thought we did.
It looks like this entirety of the thing up here runs off of 8 channels at the moment. Is that right?
That actually does sound correct, yes.
Okay.
Well, we have this P2P tunnel FE, but
Yeah,
yeah.
that's just FE1. Okay.
That sounds correct to me. Based on my limited understanding. Whee! Slowly falling. Okay, so the real question, is this just way more water than I actually need to generate? And the answer is yeah, it is. But it's fun. Ooh, two more. That one goes there. Its twin goes over here. And you'll notice I'm putting them symmetrically, which is not only a personal preference for me, but also improves the efficiency.
Ooh. That's the best of both worlds.
It really is. We're at 17.3% efficiency, generating 241 thousand RF per tick.
That's good.
How much does my really good reactor make? Less than that. Wait, no, about that. Maybe. Oh no, this is 598,000. Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna be powering down here momentarily. Theoretically speaking, then it boots right back up.
The base?
Yes.
Okay. So you can get all this plugged in. Or able to be plugged in.
Yeah. Because I gotta... Obviously moving this over via peer-to-peer tunnel makes it a little bit weird, but it'll be fine. Okay. Theoretically speaking, the base should just...
It appears to be fine. Oh, that's why. Nope.
No sand, nice channel. is online. Okay. Okay. Now 32 cables. 32 conduits available there.
What? Is that okay? Need to.
Yeah. Okay. So.
That's only if I expand out from this
Ready.
P2P tunnel. So
yeah. So this has. Okay. Yeah, let's put a dense here.
sweet. And this'll tell me how many channels I'm using.
Yep.
Eventually.
And network's gotten a little slow.
Yeah, that happens. With age, you know.
You got 7 used at the moment. So you got 32 total.
Okay.
And if you need it, I can run you another 3 of these.
Cool. So if I just can I put a P2P FE tunnel connected to this conduit, or ooh, no, I should just put it directly on the reactor, shouldn't
put
I?
it directly on, because then it'll just point to point.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to put it wherever this is extracting power from.
I think it's literally anywhere on the surface. So if I just take this dense ME conduit, I can run it down the same hole and kind of give it the goods.
You want it to be an unlimited power, is the thing. So,
yes.
Yeah. You need to hook up a peer-to-peer tunnel onto the fusion. Oh, just literally anything on the fusion core where it explore power?
I believe so, yeah.
Okay, then yeah. Just slap it on there. Oh, the core is rotating in there.
Yeah, it gets faster the more efficient it is.
35% efficiency, and it still hasn't blown up.
Nope. But my question was, if I put a P2P tunnel, can I connect that to the dense ME conduit so I can run a conduit line rather than flukes cables or anything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, understood. Just tear me apart.
What is?
One second.
Goodbye. Oh. Alright, fair.
Oh, I missed. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, you will need conduits don't connect to peer-to-peer, unfortunately.
So I need a single Fluix?
Just one fluid.
Alright, that is fine. Oh, cool.
I need to make this a FE, and I need. Okay, so this is an input. So what I need to do is take this card, input from this. inside, so your reactor should not be hooked up.
Sweet. Now you can start consuming this 598,000 RF per tick.
Okay, I have a small amount of demon will. Which is good. I need those. I can't remember what I needed those for. But we're really cracking on it. I think I can make it.
What?
Finally, the system is free. I can craft a controller now. Oh, I already crafted the controller. Ta-da! I did it!
Yay!
Hero. I don't remember doing that. Okay, 1 tier 5 done. Now I just need 71 more.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm missing 35 prismarine shards. Here we go. Prismarine essence. Oh, I should get him sieving sand. Oh, we don't sieve sand, do we?
I don't think so.
We sieve dust.
Yeah, we
Okay.
sieve dust.
Oh, I can just atomic reconstructor another quartz in a prismarine.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. We're getting close. Getting very close. Okay, how about now? I think I need just 2 more. I probably should have made like 4 though. Alright, just in case. So let's put this here. How much is each one giving me? 17? What a weird number. Nope, that's wrong. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's a weird number. Gives you? Ooh, well that was a mistake. Alright, hold your horses, everybody. I see what I did wrong. So let's cut down drastically. And then you know what, I didn't need all that, but whatever. I do need that. Okay, so now these actually have water. And you have already been cut down. Let's cut down on you. What a silly mistake. Okay, and let's go fix this last one. Okay. So now they'll actually have water and we're producing too much cooling. Yeah, that was silly of me. Let's cut down from just the inside faces on both sides here. Well, first. Yeah. Okay. And then let's cut down on these 4 inside faces. I haven't actually seen if I'm producing enough hydrogen to support this forever, but okay. And we're at 5333. So let's get rid of this one and this one. And then these symmetrical sides over here. See where that puts us. 567. That seems, I'm gonna be honest, that's about what I want. Cut that one out, yeah. Because anything less is just gonna be hard to manage. So I'm gonna go for that. 101%. Yeah, that's fine. This is still going up, and what I want to go look at is how are the contents of these guys doing? We still got 7 million. It's gonna be a while before we, sorry, 15 million. It's gonna be a while before we're out of hydrogen. Let's be honest. Let's get that right. But I might consider setting up an electrolyzer down there next to a water source that basically just voids all the oxygen, keeps all the deuterium, and tosses all the hydrogen to this system, just so that we don't run out. Theoretically, once it's all heated up, it should stabilize a little bit. Theoretically. So, I forget how big you can make a fusion reactor. This is not anywhere near the biggest, though. Core used to have a ring of fusion. Yeah, that's all fine.
Reactor online.
Very much so online. We are at 101% of the active cooling rate we need. So I'm just leaving it there. 5,067 out of 5,000. That's fine. So we're probably going to hit 99% reactor efficiency at all times. I'm not really sure what happens at that point. I guess we'll find out.
Reactor still spooling up, I see.
Yep.
Looks like it going up to about a 1 mil.
Yeah, we're approaching the 1 mil mark. So, yeah, you said something about needing large amounts of power in the base. I think this will help.
That's good. I did. Oh, I did.
Hello, Cook634. This mod pack is Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. Okay.
One of our favorites on this channel.
It's true. I've seen many people show up. And my YouTube channel is actually like seen a lot of people show up. Although some of that's because I do some Patreon, like I back some Patreons, and people from those are like, "Hey, cool channel. Thanks for backing these guys." This mod pack started out... Okay, so here's how I'd classify this. It started out annoying, in terms of the start of the game. I think is a little bit slow, and a lot of hand crafting going on. In the middle of the game, which I think we're just about to leave, was a lot better. Because all the hand crafting, or at least most of it, is out of your way now. You don't really have to worry about resources anymore, other than like the super high tier ones, the expensive ones. And then the end game, which we're like working towards, there's a lot of content, I will say. There's a lot of things you have to do, new resource chains and all that, new processing chains, to help actually unlock it. But at the end, you get creative mode, essentially. So that's good. And what did I just build? I just built this nuclear fusion reactor. First time I've ever done this. So it's got this giant ring of electromagnets. It is consuming the vast stores of hydrogen I've been saving up for a while now. And it converts all of that using fusion into deuterium. It's very cool. I vastly preferred working on this reactor to all of my fission reactors, which you can see the 3 of them up here. Just because the fission reactors, they take a lot more work to plan out. They're cheaper than the fusion reactor, but yeah, actually getting to this point in the fission reactor's life cycle is difficult. But I learned some cool things. Like I learned a way to do reactor efficiency using integrated dynamics, which is the first time I've ever used it. And unlike my astral sorcery integrated dynamics, this stuff works. Yeah.
A huge distinction.
Granted, the other stuff should work. It's literally bugged, and I think I have to go like replace the entire thing from the ground up, that half of it, for it to actually start working full time, and I just don't want to do that. You've only ever played vanilla? Yeah. If you've only ever played vanilla, there's so much going on here that, well, yeah. This is crazy. So what I recommend, if you're looking to start doing mods, yeah. Actually, didn't we just have this conversation with another viewer?
I don't remember we had a viewer, if we were just talking to each other about it.
Either way. What I would recommend, no, that's not a problem. That was not a, I'm tired of explaining this. That was a, what are the odds? I'd get to explain this multiple times just in succession like that. So, where did we land? I think it was do a light mod pack. I don't know if FTB Lite still exists. But those are generally gonna be a little bit better. And do a mod pack with a questing system, so something like this. Because the questing system, you can see from here, actually kind of guides you through the mod pack, telling you here's like the different mods you have available, or some of the notable ones. Here's how you can use them. Here's recommended crafting chains to get you started. Yeah, it's super useful. And it rewards you with various things for completing their quests. So it gives you a little bit more of a head start as well. Cook634 is now following. Thanks for following, friend. Yeah, that's where I would start. Do a mod pack with a quest book. Preferably a light mod pack. It is free. Still very much appreciated. Also, take a look at some of the guides people have posted online. Like Direwolf20 does a lot of YouTube videos that you can just kind of walk through, and he does mod highlights. So those are a great way to kind of get exposure to the mods without jumping into what we have here. If I had jumped into what we have here, I probably wouldn't like modded Minecraft very much.
It can get overwhelming fast.
Oh, so fast. Yeah.
A lot of it is about just kind of setting your own goal or something.
Yeah.
Making sure it's picking a little niche of it, figuring out what you're gonna do for that, and then just working towards it so you don't get too overwhelmed. It's really easy to get overwhelmed.
Oh, super easy. Yeah. That's a really good point. I'm hoping your speaking is also coming through my audio. I haven't checked that in a while. But that's what Pyro was saying. Are we out of Starlight? No. Oh yeah, I made an advancement on this one, but the whole thing's still borked. Do like pick a goal at a time, and generally perfect. Generally start with the lower tier goals. If you start this particular mod pack, don't try and make a fusion reactor right off the bat. That'll be a headache and a half.
You're gonna have a bad time.
Yeah. Basically every mod pack I've seen since the first one I played, which did not have this, has had Tinker's Construct. That's probably a good place to start. It's similar to vanilla, except it adds just that little bit of extra functionality. So you learn about things like multi-block structures, like this guy. You get a lot deeper into fluids, and while doing it, you'll probably have a lot more exposure to NEI or JEI or whatever they have on there. Is NEI still a thing?
NEI didn't update past 1.7.10.
Okay.
So it's JEI and all the modern ones.
Yeah. So if we're looking at Tinker's stuff, this is the kind of stuff you're probably going to want to start with. I actually recently started watching Loading Ready Run doing the Paths of Magic mod pack or something like that. And it looks like Ember's mods are kind of a good low-tech equivalent of all this automation.
Ember. I'm not a fan.
Okay.
That's actually a good idea, though, is that going for that number, there's a couple packs that are basically, they stylize themselves as Vanilla Plus, where it's basically a lot of kind of automation and low-tech mods that would fit in well alongside of Vanilla, more or less.
Yeah.
That could be less overwhelming then.
Definitely. What am I going to work on now? Now that my reactor's online, I'm kind of waiting to see if it explodes or not.
Ooh, I'd love to find out if that blew up or not.
Yeah, that'd be, like, really cool. I don't think it's going to. I think I did everything correctly. So, my next goal is to make sure it never runs out of hydrogen. Because now that we are... Oh boy, it consumes this so fast. I think the fusion reactor can explode. The fission reactors can melt down, which is where all this gross fluid came from. We had a meltdown, and then we decided to keep all the... all the corium. All your cells kind of melt into slag, this liquid slag, and it does look cool. I love the look of this floating reactor platform.
Corium, a real thing. Wikipedia.
Oh, cool.
It's from Chernobyl. It was
Oh.
slang for the elephant foot and a couple other features were made out of quote-unquote corium. It's coined. It's not really like a thing that exists in nature. Much like how nuclear reactors don't exist in nature.
Right. My friend is streaming as well, and in fact, if you want to go to the... You're attempting... Okay. That's fine.
I'll lovingly start my stream.
Oh.
There was enough, okay. But it is now.
Okay, apparently he's not streaming right now.
Now I am.
Now he is, he says, which you can hear. Okay. So yeah, he will stream. He usually streams alongside me, unless we do bonus episodes that aren't supposed to last all that long and instead have lasted 3.5 hours.
Secret bonus streams.
Yeah, secret bonus streams, yeah. I want to ensure a constant supply of hydrogen, so I think I'm just going to take this water and electrolyze it into the things I need. So I'm going to make like 4 of these electrolyzers. And the hydrogen basically going directly into the reactor. The deuterium going back into my drums over here because my next reactor is going to be a deuterium reactor. A deuterium fusion reactor specifically. Because this one outputs deuterium, I get deuterium up here, and it's just going to be a good time. I think deuterium's actually more powerful, if I remember correctly. Let's go look at the recipes. So here we have deuterium. Deuterium is 403. My current hydrogen is 230. Yeah. And then once I have that one running, I will be producing some amount of tritium. And the deuterium-tritium mix is even more efficient than that. In fact, it's more than twice as efficient as the hydrogen-hydrogen mix. It's twice as powerful. I'm not quite sure how deuterium fusion with itself creates hydrogen as an output, but I'm not a nuclear physicist. I don't know these things. What do I know? Uh-oh, wireless out of range. You doing some stuff up there?
No, that's the concerning part.
That is the concerning part. I can tell you, this isn't running out of power, so...
Let's just go take a little look-see here.
27 million RF right now. Sorry, never mind. 1 million RF. Whew! Looking at the wrong number. It's stored 27 million RF.
Oh. I think it's running out of power.
Can it not import fast enough? Do we not have enough storage?
Might be stored.
Okay. Ever so often the power of this thing jumps. I have to imagine, or I have to assume it's something to do with the base.
Okay, here's what I might do. Is just remove the automation. I have a latch for this, which I think it just runs too slow these days to keep up with the base, but all it really does is make the base efficient, which, well, I care about that. We got uranium seeds, so...
It's true. We have uranium seeds.
Just gonna ditch all this junk here.
We have a 1.1 million RF per tick reactor.
Reactor, please just turn on. There we go.
Sweet. It's not gonna explode on us or anything, right?
Nope. That's one of the reasons why we have a big reactor here, is because they don't blow up. It's gonna guzzle power, but we're sitting on 130,000 uranium essence, so I think it's gonna be fine.
That's gonna be fine. Plus, all the uranium ore is being tripled or quadrupled. Everything from the void miner.
Yeah.
All right. So a viewer asked, "What's wrong, Pyro? What's wrong with the system?"
It's because so basically we have a couple different power systems, and the power system on the base is isolated from the other one, so that theoretically speaking, even if we have power with making stuff, the all of our inventory will still be accessible, but turned off every now and again, and then it wasn't accessible, and then it broke. So I just changed it to always be on. We didn't have it be always be on because then it would eat power. It would eat fuel, even if it's wasting it. But we have such a ludicrous amount of fuel that it actually doesn't matter.
Fuel technically free for us at this point.
Yeah.
So efficiency not as concerning.
I think I will make a couple more dead cells.
All right. Next question. What do we use power for? So let's start from the beginning. This area right here is where our first base was. It technically still is. We don't use it all that much. So we have a very simple storage system here that kind of stores items digitally, and holy cow, it's just full of singular items. How many aluminum ingots do we need? Anyways, it's not relevant.
Man. It was a similar time.
Yeah. This room, which used exclusively IC2 power, and we don't really go back here anymore. Then we got a little bit fancier and had this system. This was our first infinite ore generation system. So first we have our ore doubling. What ore doubling means is you take the ore that you mine out of the ground, these guys, you pulverize it, which this guy's doing it right now, and then you toss the resulting pulverized ore into a furnace. Pulverizing makes two things out of that single ore instead of just one, so you get 2 ingots for every 1 ore that you mine, assuming you can get the ore itself. So this was a big improvement. This doubled the ore we got out of the ground, and then eventually we added in this system, which automatically generates a lot. Wow, you're turning in so many things.
I accidentally broke a chest that was holding a bunch of these ores in it, and it just turned in all of the quests on the spot.
Got it.
I never actually held all of this junk, so all the quests were locked.
So yeah, this just auto-generates resources over time. It's a little bit slow at this point, but when it's infinite resources, you don't care too much. So that's what we initially needed power for. Then, I love this black laser going into the ground.
Oh man. You want to know how much power that's using relative to your fusion reactor?
All of it?
All of it.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
It's using 1 million RF per tick.
That's incredible.
All of it.
Alright, and then we come over to here, which was our automation base, I will say. Everything over there is kind of hand done. Everything over here is done by a computer for you, except this, because I got lazy and only needed like 5 of this. So we have a bunch of assemblers, which are just automated crafting tables. They take recipes like... Hold on. Where's a recipe? They take recipes like this and turn them into a real thing that you can request in your system, assuming the system's online, which it is not currently. Then we have all of these drives. So ME, Applied Energistics is a weird mod pack that is going to be very useful. You will end up using it eventually if you do mods. It's a storage system and also a crafting system. So all of the items we have, like our... let's see, how many iron ingots do you think we have right now?
3,000?
67,000. So we have 67,000 iron ingots, which is why we're not worried about iron ever again. And this number could just constantly increase, and it's stored digitally in these drives. So instead of chests literally everywhere, full of stuff, and somebody has to go sort it, and then I shoot Al in the foot with a crossbow, we have these things which sort stuff automatically and are very, very useful. And then we have this, our machine room. So these are all the things... Yeah. These are all the things that are drawing power. And then these things are also drawing power, and they're all just... they're all blocks that are crafting things. So this one right here crafts water buckets because we need those. This one crafts a bunch of essences and also salt and floral brown... Is that powder? Okay, sure. And we have our item duplicator over here, which is as close to creative as we come right now. It's a very expensive energy-wise thing. So yeah, lots of stuff. And then the stuff that really uses our power is what Pyro's working on right now. Let's go take a look.
I think that... Okay, so I think that what happens is that this thing turns on for like 0.5 seconds, drains all of the base, all the power from all of it, turns the system on, and that's it. So it's... I had that dream where we wouldn't need any of the... where we can just do stuff like point to point, it would be fine, but I don't think it'll actually work. I think we do actually need just a big-ass battery somewhere. Which, I don't know.
Probably.
Now we're gonna go about that.
Well, I'll let you think about it. Alright, so now the tough question. What do I plan on using all this stuff for? Do we plan on making a giant base? Part of it. Like, I like building structures like this that look cool. But really what we're going for is... Let's just do a quick search here. Stuff like this creative fluid tank, or this creative storage drawer. Really, once we have that, we are gold for the rest of life. Wait, you can just infinitely turn one creative vending upgrade into 2 creative vending upgrades? That's amazing.
Yeah, no, that's it. You're done at that point.
Yeah, once you have that, you are done forever. Okay.
Yeah, it's creative. That's why it's the end of the bag.
Yeah, so we are going for endgame. Actually, it's really easy to point this out in our quest book. So, bragging rights. We have this creative items goal, and also some random junk. World Eater pickaxe, got it. And basically what all of this does is enable pseudo creative mode. So if I put this upgrade on a storage drawer, I can then put anything I want into that drawer and extract an infinite amount in return. It just turns anything into an infinite of itself. But to get there, we need all of this stuff on this ultimate crafting table. So this is what we are working on. And this is what I was talking about with endgame having a lot of crafting branches and resource chains that you just don't need for the rest of the game. Now we do. This is all. A lot of this is brand new stuff. Oh, I see. You actually consume 4 creative items to make this creative vending upgrade.
Yep.
Oh, we need.
A lot of it will get easier because we start having things like creative tanks, which then we can fill with molten metal.
Yes.
Things like that. So.
Yeah. I want a creative fluid tank because it makes a lot of my problems go away. Can we UU matter creative fluid tanks?
Oh yes we can.
All right.
Actually, I have no idea, but we could create a
Thanks.
fluid tank UU matter, and it would make things way better.
That's true. That is so true. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're going for. End game, we want to have essentially creative stuff. And I'm just gonna real quick do some of this. Oh, that's the wrong kind of upgrade. Whoops. Oh, darn and blast. Alright. I am actually gonna be done, I think, once I finish setting these up.
Okay.
Okay. So that's already set up to steel deuterium.
So as it turns out, these power cells can actually be linked to each other, and then they can just transmit power to each other.
Oh.
So all this peer-to-peer stuff I did was worthless. Although it looks like they're lossy, so it's not really worthless. But it is amusing.
Okay, so now we just have that oxygen. Perfect. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. See you next time. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. Okay. Hopefully that has slowed the rate of hydrogen usage. Oh. I think I'm actually producing hydrogen at this point. That's a good thing. Maybe. Hold on. Or it's just like stealing from one and putting into the other. One drum. Yeah, that's gonna be weird. Okay. I'll figure that out later. Deuterium is increasing, and what is our efficiency looking like? 87.7%? Ooh, a power cell. Saying 10 million's not enough?
I think it's still super limited.
I mean, the reactor can hold 27.6 million.
Yeah. Basically, like, I think that this isn't actually.
Alright, well, I'm gonna hop off, though.
Good.
Kill it. Kill it with fire. Alright, I will talk to you later.